What is going on, everybody? Welcome to a brand new Civilization 5 AI only battle. I hope you're excited. I am. It is not one that you may have been expecting because I tried everything on my list. Nothing seemed to work. We did 10 attempts last weekend to set up a new game, and all of them had some sort of issue. You know, Civs not working, not just not showing up even though they were turned on. All that sort of, the usual stuff. We had to get through all the victory types issue. That seems to have resolved itself, so that is at least some good news. So that's great. I think it was related to the new map pack, which we're not actually using today, but it did seem to be fixed for that as well. So that's good. At least on some of the maps. I think some of the maps it does not work, and some it does. So we should be okay. But yeah, we got a bit of it's kind of an idea actually off the list. It's not to the full extent. The idea behind this was sort of, we'd just give loads of civs, like essentially like 5 times, sort of 10 times the normal starting units. Now we haven't done that. That will be more specific. I'm not really sure how that will work, but basically we're on a world map, as you can see, the original sort of, well, not original, but the morphed world map that I use quite a bit. And yeah, we've got 3 civs per continent essentially. I think there's only 1 in Oceania, but there's 3 everywhere else. So what does that add up to? 16 playing civilizations. They're on deity difficulty, domination only. They've been given 2 extra settlers and 2 extra workers to help them get off the mark. So yeah, and I've tried to balance the gameplay and also, historically who was bigger in what region, that sort of stuff. So in North America we just got the US, Shoshone and the Aztecs essentially, and then for South America we got the Mayans. I know, not really south, but there you go. Inca and Brazil. Just avoid mods. Always good if you can avoid mods. Just doesn't crash as much. Songhai then in Africa with Egypt and the Zulu. Now, Egypt was not going to be here. Ethiopia was here, as was Arabia and India. They all left because it was just these two were, Ethiopia and Arabia were too close, and they were like just messing each other up. So we mixed it up a little bit. We removed Ethiopia and put Egypt in, who have more space because Arabia is also gone. And again, historically, Egypt was probably a bit bigger than Ethiopia. Like the ancient Egyptians anyway. Maybe not, I don't know. Either way, Persia then joined instead of Arabia to again open some more space and also help fill this area of the map a bit more. And then we got rid of India and put Siam in because India wasn't really going towards China in the test run. So there's China, Russia's here, Germany and Rome, sort of a north-south divide as opposed to a west and east in Europe, but that's okay. I mean, Germany, random tile there. Germany, one of the, modern day, outside of Russia, the sort of biggest European country. I know, for the UK, we'll take the L there. We've left anyway, so it's all over. France, I guess we could have had France or Spain, but it's okay. We got Germany, and then obviously the Roman Empire, probably the biggest European empire. I'm sure I'm getting that wrong. I mean, at one point Germany had the biggest European empire, but we won't get into that. And then we have Indonesia, who have they have the extra settlers, they have 2 extra workers, they also have a free trireme and a ton of technologies. I've tried to get them to do stuff, and hopefully this time it will do a bit more. They did do okay, but they only settled like 2 cities on this island and this one. I think they didn't like the islands, but now all their units could go straight in the water. And I mean, obviously, then it's not super OP. They're at like 5 techs ahead, but obviously they won't be able to get to the next one for a very long time. Yeah, and that's it. It's back to domination only. We're going to try, and essentially the idea here is we're going to have mega countries fighting each other, and it's going to be, could we really get to the last one? I reckon we could, right? It's going to be a battle for the continent, then that continent will fight the biggest winner on the other continent. It's kind of the idea. Hopefully we could maybe, in theory, get towards a point where there's one left. I don't know. Sadly, we'll find out, I guess. But here we go. We'll start. We'll see what happens. In my test run, all of them did settle 4 cities within sort of the first 50 turns. Some of them were a bit slow. Sometimes they take a while to understand when you gift them extra units. I tried another game where I moved all of the units for certain civs and they just did nothing. Like, completely broke the game. So that was frustrating. Hopefully that doesn't happen anymore. But yeah, we should see all of them, like I said, apart from Indonesia last time, had 4 cities very early. And Indonesia has even more tech buffs than they did in the test. So there is hope for them. But yeah, this first episode, we're just going to see them probably grabbing some natural territory. We might see some wars between the ones who are really close together. Rome and Germany, or Germany and Russia could have, depending where they settle, could end up in a similar boat. They're not too far apart. And then obviously the Aztecs and the Mayans are really close in particular as well. Like the closest capitals by quite some distance. I'd say the next closest capitals, I mean, it's hard to gauge on here. Rome and Germany are fairly close. Brazil and the Inca, by tiles, pretty close. Egypt and Rome obviously are sort of close, but that's over water. Indonesia and okay, that's a bit further. China is I think China is the most... No, sorry, Shaka is the most isolated civ. So he's down here. And then China, they're the isolated ones. Persia's fairly isolated. But you go, Egypt already putting down 3 settlers. That's what we like to see. Songhai spreading out a little bit more with theirs, but they put one right next to their capital, which is good to see. We've got Russia with 3 down as well here. Novgorod and St. Petersburg. China's also got 3 here. Shanghai, Beijing, and Guangzhou. Indonesia, yeah, not quite getting there. I think once their trireme connects all their vision, they might start to move around a bit. Once they get the idea there's no barbarians, we should be good. They should, a bit of a late start, but they've got lots of extra tech. They got a free boat. I can't give them anything else. Sadly, Australia's not working anymore, and the new Australia didn't work on this map, but maybe Indonesia will get this later and catch up. Hopefully. If it looks like China's obviously going to, come and steamroll it or something and take it all, we might build a mountain wall around Australia or something. I don't know. We'll see what we have to do. The Mayans, with a terrible start. Are they broken? I hope not. But if they are, that's their problem at this point, not mine. But the Aztecs have grabbed 4 cities already. If they break, I can't really do anything. So there gets to a point where we're here now. We'll go with it and see what happens. The US with 4 cities, is this their day? Is it really? Is it possible? Is that even feasible? I don't think it is for the US to have a good game, to be honest. They never have, so won't get our hopes up. See, they're up against a really strong civ in the Shoshone, who will obviously have even more land than usual with these extra 2 settlers right off the bat. Brazil, another one yet to really do too much, but they are venturing out, and yeah, the Mayans did grab a 2nd city, so there we go, there is some hope. They're getting going. Shaka with 3 cities already here in South Africa. Egypt up to 4. There we go, a couple down here too here. The Songhai spread there, 4 out across West Africa. Siam moving in into eastern India and Bangladesh, and also getting southeastern Asia. Persia, a couple, just taking a bit of a leap into the Arabian Peninsula, and also 2 up this way towards the east of the Caspian Sea. Russia grabbed another one just east of Moscow. Germany has got 4, and they decided to sort of cut Rome off from Eastern Europe. Rome mostly going for Italy, and then this city between the mountains, that could be pretty safe location for them. That's going to be very difficult to conquer. The Inca with the Panama Canal, and Peru sort of area, I want to say, for this city. But sorry if I've got that completely wrong. Maybe Peru is further down. What is it? It's Colombia, Ecuador, Peru, I believe. And Bolivia is then inside somewhere. Hearts of Iron 4, saving the day there. Giving me all my knowledge for South America, because it never changes, so you can never get confused as to what is what. Right, the Mayans with a 3rd city on the coast. So there we go. They are getting going. I also put a lot of resources on just to help them out. Just thought that might change things. So it's on abundant resources for once. Indonesia with a 2nd city, which is exactly what they did in the test. So I'm a little disappointed here. These units not doing much. I have no idea where their trireme has got to either. How? It can't be dead. I just want to highlight that. There's no way on earth it can be dead. Why are you over here? I don't know. These units can go in the water. At this point, it's completely their fault. Don't look at me, okay? It's on them. Brazil did grab a 3rd city, sort of around the Rio area. And we're starting to see them build their own settlers for the first time. I believe the Zulu were the first here with a 5th city. Songhai just grabbed a 5th one too on North Africa. So there we go. We're starting to see cities, the 5th cities essentially. US grabbing Florida. The Shoshone have also moved inland as well. They are going to have a lot of resources early on. I think Germany just grabbed a 5th, even deeper into Greece. They really don't want Rome going east. It's just a long line for Germany. Quite interesting borders. China yet to grab... Oh, no, never mind. It's right there. Sorry. And Brazil with the Great Library. That is different to the test. Egypt got it in the test run because they have, well, helped by their bonus towards building wonders. But here it is Brazil who get that free technology and some extra science, so that's a good start. I don't know what exactly might have changed since the test run was the exact same start. So, in theory, because the AI, they're mathematical, they make sort of similar decisions, and normally it does follow the say. Oh, I want to pause. No. There we go. Perfect. Stop. Thank you, game. Usually when I do a test run or when I've done the alternate series, it takes a long time for the AI to like change what happens. Now the only difference here is Indonesia has 2 more technologies than that test run. Nothing else has changed, if I'm not mistaken. So interesting that Egypt lost that time around. I don't know what exactly contributed to that. Maybe they just preferred something else. You know, it's very weird. Maybe the arrival of the Indonesian galley did change their production. Like, that could be it, really. Egypt did get the pyramids though, so we like a bit of realism. So there you go. They got another 2 workers, so they have got more. They've got more workers than they have unworked tiles right now. So maybe that's a bit of a drain on their economy, but never mind. Songhai with Stonehenge, so that will put them nearer to getting a religion. And then we have our first war, Russia v Persia, and Persia is forward settling them, so that does make a lot of sense. Fair enough. 5th city here, and potentially a 6th for Persia. And we have our first religion, Songhai, with the assistance of the Stonehenge, getting Confucianism in the holy city of Gao. So there we go. We can keep, because there's not so many civs, we can really keep track of who gets what wonder. So that's going to be quite interesting. Although I've already forgotten, right? Egypt got 1, Brazil got 1. Somebody else got 1. I've forgotten it already. Not good. Was it 2 wars? No, yeah, sorry. Persia, not Persia. Songhai got Stonehenge. There we go. So we remember who gets what wonders. We can sort of remember what happens a bit more. Try and, you know, use that more. When they go ideologies, we might be more clearly able to see who's on whose team, sort of thing. Zulu with the next wonder, the Temple of Artemis. They're still at 5, but they have settler number 6 venturing out. They are very isolated still. In fact, they've still not met anyone else. They are about to meet Egypt and the Songhai for the first time, and the Songhai have a settler heading towards the Congo area and this rainforest, so there'll be some competition between those 2. The US settling right in the middle here with Chicago, and there we go. Aztecs v Mayans. Sort of foreshadowed this was going to happen. And it has, so there we go. That one begins. Siam has also got, well, not got India, but they will eventually get it with these 2 cities. Their borders will fill it up. And Russia conquers this city off of Persia pretty comfortably. Yeah, no real threat there. Not a disaster for Persia, you know, you just go settle somewhere else with this other settler. You'll be fine. You could still go and get all of Turkey pretty safely before Germany gets there. The Arabian Peninsula is open for you. There's other options for them. Go push towards Siam. Brazil completing the statue of Zeus, another wonder for them, and another settler up as well, as the Inca keep coming around the coast. Could be quite a threatening Incan navy for Brazil to deal with, which is obviously, it's difficult for Brazil to get through the mountains. So yeah, Brazil might need some coastal cities here. And the Mayans not in trouble. Okay, never mind, that Jaguar is insane. Well, I guess the Archer helped as well, but yeah, we'll see how this goes for them. The US just got another city, Seattle here, in sort of New Orleans kind of area. So there you go. They're still adding. They got another settler on the way and plenty of units as the Shoshone grab another city here. So North America filling up pretty quickly. Shoshone may head for the tundra here with this settler as well. Germany has not got anything new, but Rome has got 3 new cities. This one here, Ravenna, and Mediolanum here. So that's going to be an interesting rivalry. This city is very exposed, but the rest of the Roman cities fairly safe, and they do have another settler actually down here, which is pretty intimidating. The Songhai starting to spread out, and they did settle here. They didn't go quite as far down as I was expecting, but there we go. They're looking fairly good with their cities. Why are they trying to work this? What do you... Oh, the Zulu has met people. Okay, never mind. It's not as bad as we thought. The Inca with the terracotta armies. That's a free copy of each unit. Only a few. They would have got an extra scout, an extra composite bowman, an extra spearman. I don't know, a warrior. They don't have any archers. I was going to say they would have got a free archer if they had one still. But yeah, extra spearman, extra warrior. So that's good. That'll keep Brazil on their toes. Brazil has grabbed El Dorado, which is nice. There's a bit of a race here for Chiro de Potosi, which is a really nice wonder to get. 10 gold. Early game as well. Could be very useful. And the US versus the Shoshone. Looks like the US has the advantage early here, at least in numbers. So we'll see how this goes for them. Did Rome already put that settler down? No. We're probably going to see a lot of roads going up quite quickly as well, just due to the number of workers. Everyone's going to have tons at this point. Yeah, there we go. And the Aztecs conquering the Mayans. Within the first 50 turns, the capital falls. The Mayans, a rubbish start, so can't really feel sorry for them. There's 2 settlers sat there doing nothing. So they deserved everything, really. But there we go. I mean, it might be good news, right? Because it looks like everyone else in the Americas is mega strong, and the Aztecs are probably the next worst. So if they can kick on from here, that will be exciting. Rome completes Colossus, so the extra free cargo ship, which they're already sending over to Germany. So maybe they don't dislike each other too much. Persia settled over here. I don't know why, but Russia's going for it. And this immortal unit, this is like, is this a alternate universe sequel of 300, the movie, where instead of Persia being the villain, they're the good guys, and this immortal unit is holding back the Russian hordes? There we go. And Siam completes Parthenon. They're doing, oh, China's start. I didn't even look. I forgot about China, to be honest. They're pushing down here with a ton of settlers, and Siam's got one left. They'll need to get that down pretty quickly. Indonesia has a cargo ship, and they still haven't moved these units. So at this point, it is entirely their fault. Hopefully, they'll get going eventually and find Australia. But yeah, disappointing start for them. Shoshone did grab a city up here in the tundra. And America is going to gain a city early on. Very rare. Rare that it is. Oh, they came pretty close there. Next turn, they should be. These bowmen will be doing a good job. And yeah, they should get that fairly easily. And they'll kill a unit and get a worker. So it's all win. And mostly Pathfinder units coming to meet them, which is not what you want. Egypt settled a new city fairly deep here as the Zulu had another one and have a couple more settlers. But now Egypt and Rome will be fighting against the Songhai. Not sure this will be too bad. I don't think anything will really happen. But there we go. We'll keep an eye on it. And boom, the US takes their first city, and look at them. And they've added San Francisco and Los Angeles, so they are looking really good right now in the East Coast. How's Russia? Is Persia still holding on? None of their cities yet under siege. They have another immortal coming through. I'm sure this one will fall, like, surely. There's no way they can keep that. I'm sorry. Don't want to, don't want to be a downer, but I just don't see you holding on to that. And here we go. These units doing okay. Indonesia does get a wonder, so that's something. I guess they could probably build it before anyone else could. But there we go. They get the Great Lighthouse, which I think gives them one extra vision and movement, or just vision. I can't remember exactly. But there you go. Maybe that can just tempt some of their units into the water. I have no idea where their galley is. They must be meeting everyone all over the place. I don't know where it can't have gone that far, right? It has to have gone. Okay, it's just... How has it died? You are not at war with anyone. It can't be dead. Like, it literally cannot be dead. Like, where is it? What? This makes no... It can only be in the shallow water. Unless it's hidden behind... No, that's a worker. It was over here. Did it make it round before the Zulu? No, because this was always cut off. Unless they've got open borders somehow, but that's not possible. Did you just delete it? I mean, I've done that before, so I wouldn't say that. I'm not going to moan at them. China really starting to grow to the west now with Hangzhou here. Another city, and they have one more settler here as Siam added another as well. But Siam has India, so, it's not a concern that China's huge already. But obviously we will see China and Russia probably encroach on this area and get a bit stronger. So they need to do well. Songhai grabs Petra. A lot of desert to come their way, so that makes a lot of sense. And we have our second religion, unless I completely missed one, with Catholicism, founded by the Aztecs. And the US actually just grabbed another city down here off the Shoshone in the south and have made a peace deal. So there's still time for the Shoshone to come back. But a very healthy start for the USA. Is this their time? Will they conquer the whole world? Who would have thought? Germany with another city. Taking their time. Rome is looking really good as well. Rome has access to all of this, which could be quite the difference maker. Germany is going to need to do something soon to avoid getting sandwiched. Russia with a settler as well. 2 settlers. They could take up quite a bit of territory here, which is not what the others will want. Brazil still not too much, but they did grab a coastal city by this mountain. Fairly good location. We're in a golden age, yes. The Great Venetian Submarine. For once I didn't have to move any civs, so we're not at war with anyone. We don't need mountains to protect us. We can just observe in peace. Indonesia with the third religion of the game, Hinduism, is founded in Jakarta. So there we go. They're still doing okay. They're contributing to this game. Persia and Russia peace out, and somehow... Okay, no, yeah, they'd already lost this, but Persia didn't give anything away, so that's great. If Russia settles on this coast, though, that's going to be quite annoying for Persia. But yeah, Persia can go focus on doing other stuff, and there we go. We love our realism. We've had Egypt with the pyramids, and now China has grabbed the Great Wall, which means they're going to be safe defensively for quite a while. Not that anyone's actually around to really attack them. I don't think Siam will be attacking them anytime soon. Rome with a city slap bang in the middle of France. Germany did not add another one for some reason. I thought they did, but Poland... Is this Poland? It was Poland further this way. I don't know. This area settled by Russia. It looks kind of like Poland, so we'll say the Poland area settled by Russia, and also a bit of Finland. Germany would be, a good idea for Germany would be get Scandinavia. Obviously you've got Munich here as sort of an exit point as well, and maybe try get the UK. Just don't let Rome, because Rome's going to get Spain. They've already got France. Maybe Germany could get another city here towards Belgium and the Netherlands, and then at least it's still sort of a head-to-head between those two. What is next? What's going on? Ooh, the Songhai. Another city down this way, as Shaka still has a couple more settlers, but he's running out of space, and China has now declared war on Siam with a lot more units, but these lake tiles may make it a bit awkward, although they've already seemed to have got past them. Siam was not ready for this. I don't know what... They're not ready for anything. Why do you have no units? What are you doing? Oh my goodness. Well, this could be a great start for China, that is for sure. The Mayans survived. I think, yeah, this is still going on, but they're not using these settlers. They must be able to go in the water, surely. Maybe not, actually. Brazil's only just got out here with a trireme, so maybe not. What is next? This area is still pretty... There's been some untouched areas. I mean, Spain. There's a lot of Africa still open. You could have just spam settled. The Zulu are still settling down here. Yep, another new city for them. They do look pretty good. Always a menace in this type of game. But yeah, the Arabian Peninsula, Persia's just left it alone. Like, they just kept going towards Russia. Oh, are we about to see it? Germany, are you about to do this? I think Germany's going for Persia. No, I don't know what they're doing. I have no idea. They're trading with Russia, so that normally suggests they might not invade immediately. Come on, Indonesia. Just move. Oh, they've got a privateer. That is incredible. That must have taken you like half the game to build. We won't discuss that, but good job. You got one. That's good. Russia has completed the Chichen Itza. So there you go. Wonder for them. I said we'd keep track of the wonders. I've forgotten most of them already. Yakutsk is up here though, another Russian city. And Germany does have a settler. Maybe they are going to go for Belgium and the Netherlands. Have I called the strategy? I'd love it if they did settle there. Not that it matters all too much, but if they do settle there, that'd be pretty cool. The Inca have not really done anything. That's okay, they don't need to at the moment. Egypt, they already had this. They're not doing too much either, but Thebes, one of the bigger cities in the world at the moment. Oh, Siam. Wait, what just happened? Did you... On the map, it looked like they gained something, but no. They're just defending this city fairly well. So that's good. And the Aztecs settled... they had this already, but I just sort of glossed over it. They do have a city here. They're not looking great. They have settled in here to stop the Shoshone settling anymore. The US looks like they're about to declare though, right? Surely, unless it's already happened. And Russia versus Germany breaks out. Let's see who wins this one. Germany was kind of prepared. I think they were sort of maybe planning to do this. I don't know. This is going to be messy because Germany's all down here. But Russia's just going to go straight for Berlin. Maya with the fourth religion. They have Judaism. Not sure that'll do too well just because they're not going to survive for too long. Has China settled anything new since this war started? Oh, yep, they have. Macau here in Korea is new. And I think this city might be new as well. Was this here at the start of the war? Yeah, it must have been. Oh, and the Zulu going after Egypt. I mean, that's not a surprise. No surprises at all there, to be honest. Where did that German settler get... Oh, it did settle. Okay. It didn't look like it on the map, but they have settled. Dortmund here, sort of just east of the Netherlands. Or in the Netherlands. Most well-fed. Here we go. Who's winning? Egypt, Russia, Shoshone, Germany, China, America, Siam, and Indonesia. There we go. My voice is going. It's not a good start to an episode 1, is it? You could probably tell. That's how many attempts we've had that have just not worked. There we go. Water does not help. That was a tiny bit of water. But there we go. The Inca found Shinto. There's no Japan around to beat them to it, so that makes sense. And here we go. The US versus the Aztecs. Not really a surprise. This will be a bit tougher. There's the river here, the Rio Grande, right? Cutting them off. So we'll see. And they have similar units, I guess. Although Aztecs with archers, that's a bit concerning. Oh, and the Shoshone squeezed the city in here, cutting off this Aztec city and giving them the Barringer crater. Natural wonder. No, China can send boats over here, but can't quite put units in the sea yet. But we'll keep an eye out for Japan if they are to get that, or if someone else can beat them to it. Could be an interesting race if someone else was to go for that. Right then, Russia, no real progress. They've both sort of stalemated with each other. Rome will be loving it though, and they have got a settler heading to what I guess will be the UK. So they're about to get a ton of copper, which is, you know, can't complain with that. Good luxuries. Or, oh no, they're heading up. Maybe they're going somewhere else. I mean, Scotland's got some good resources here. Citrus, silk, gold, all good things that you would want. What is that? Oh, we've still got the funky tile. It's not a land tile, don't worry. It's just a graphical thing. Rome, without any boat, well, one boat, they're just using ballistas to cross the Mediterranean. Fair enough. I mean, that's bold. But there you go. Worth the effort. Shaka is about to conquer Alexandria here. And then that will set up a sort of Songhai-Zulu rivalry, I guess, in Africa. But the Zulu do look very strong off the bat. That is for sure. We will, oh, and there we go, they conquered it. I was going to say, we're not going to do the info addicts today. We'll get to turn 100 next episode and do our first sort of look. Who is doing the best? Obviously, it's hard to compare, right? We have so many. Each continent's got someone doing well, and then South America. These two, I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure out of the three in Europe. I think Rome probably has the advantage. Where did your settler go? It came all the way back. Oh no, it went to Denmark. Okay, and there's another one over here. Fair enough. Peace deal between China and Siam, and luckily nothing changed hands. Good news. Aztecs and the Mayans, again nothing changing hands. That's good, because stop piecing out for cities. Thanks guys, doing a good job there. Songhai, Rome, and yeah, okay, again good. I thought this might have got given away, but it didn't, which is great news. But yeah, we'll look at the info addicts next time. We'll have a quick peek at the demographics, but you know, the US is clearly doing well in North America. The Zulu look very good in Africa. China's looking pretty menacing over in Asia. And yeah, Europe and South America a bit more divided, I would say, between multiple civs. But we can have a look at the demographics after we've done a few more turns. We'll see, it's running pretty nicely. Nothing going on. Obviously, there's a lot less civs than normal, so it probably is going to run fine. Although they are bigger, so I'm not sure if how that will contribute. In theory, it shouldn't really make a difference. In fact, less civs that are bigger should be better, but I'm sure it probably doesn't work like that at all. So it doesn't really matter, does it? Rome, that settler has actually not, I thought, oh no, okay, there's 3 settlers. This is so confusing. They've put one down in Denmark. There's one going to Spain or Iberia, and there is another one heading maybe towards Greece or one of these islands. Crete, no, Cyprus, sorry. Crete is this one. So we'll see where this ends up. But yeah, Rome, good time to expand while Germany and Russia are sort of distracting each other. And here we go, the first battle for South America commencing. Brazil versus the Inca. And this city could end up going to Brazil. It will be really tough with no boats. We'll see what happens. Songhai and Rome. Wow, Rome. They pieced out for like less than... Well, no, technically they never pieced out. But they pieced out with a Songhai like 5 turns ago. And now they've already flipped the script and attacked Egypt. So they've put that in reverse. But obviously with Shaka's help, it's probably a very, very good idea. Rome grabs a city here in southwestern France. They didn't quite make it into Iberia. And the Aztecs complete Hagia Sophia. And they've held off the US. So it's not a complete stomp from the US just yet. But here we go. We'll wait for this turn to end as the US has another settler heading up this way. Give you a little look over of the map. There's the Shoshone with their cities still. Borobudur goes to the Mayans. Surprised they got a wonder. But there you go. The Inca here. Just a little struggle. Bit of a concern. Brazil has also added another city here in Belo Horizonte. What do we got? We got Shaka. Looking very powerful. Songhai a bit spaced out. Egypt maybe starting to struggle a little bit. Rome looking good. Lots of space. Germany, I'm not sure what they're going to do. They're running out of space. So they're going to be pushed to do something soon. Russia, maybe a bit distracted with this war, but they still have plenty of space. Persia has not really done much. I don't know what they're up to here. Oh, and Rome did settle southern Greece. Siam does have India and Southeast Asia, so that's still a lot of territory, and you could see them like killing Indonesia once they get enough boats in a few more, next episode. And China's obviously doing pretty well, and again, plenty of space for them to go into Japan or to the tundra and just this Mongolia area. But here we go, quick look at the demographics. Quite fairly split, not really, but Russia and America look quite good here. Population is led by Russia, maybe they're better than I thought. Crop yield and production goes to the US as well as land, which will sort of make sense early on. Russia has the best economy, which is maybe a bit, I don't know, they could have cargo ships. They do have some coastal cities in the north. The Zulu have the biggest military, but Siam is leading for technology. So there we go, a bit of a mix. But that will be it all for episode 1. As always, if you have enjoyed, be sure to leave a like and a comment down below. Be sure to subscribe if you are new to the channel, and leave your pick for who you think is going to win. I am going to pick China, because I couldn't live with myself if I picked the US. I don't know why, I don't actually care, but the US has never done well, and if I pick them because I get excited like I normally would, they would instantly die. So I'm going to give some of you guys a chance. So I'm going to pick China instead, although they haven't done too well recently either. Maybe should I just pick Indonesia or something? Would that make everyone happy? Then I'm not screwing anyone's pick too hard, or the Mayans. No, I will pick China. I think China's going to do well here. I think they will win, but yeah, let me know who you think's going to win down below in the comments. Apologies, my voice is incredibly dry today. It's not great. I can't really change anything. The other option is no video, sadly, but there will be some more stuff coming out, obviously, every day. Sorry about the little gaps last week, but yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.